What's up? Papa up in the house. Yeah, just look at these door. Oh, we ain't got no door panel in there, bro. But yeah, man. So what I'm doing is getting ready to. I took my door panels off, so I'm getting ready to run new wire. If you look at this wire right here, it's actually not OFC wire, and then it's a little bit too big. This is 14 gauge wire. I actually got some OFC 16, and then I'm going to clean this up a little bit right here. Oh. And then of course, you know, I had to do this one with the crossover on it for my FT1, which works out fine because, you know, these, but again, it's not OFC, so we'll do OFC wire. We're gonna get this thing cleaned up, and then also I'm on this door shield actually is pretty good enough for me. I don't anticipate putting any mat on or anything like that, because I don't have big enough speakers to even worry about it. You know, like some people had 10s or something in the door. I just got 6.5s, two 6.5s. So I'm not gonna do no denting or anything on the doors. This shield will be just fine for me. I'm good with that for right now. We'll see. The next thing is I took out my unit, and I've got Rockford RCA wires. These right here cables went from car to car to car to car. So I'm going to replace these and put brand new sky high RCAs in here. Of course, the antenna's the same, USB the same, and I'm actually upgrading the remote wire, which is right here, to OFC remote wire. I think that remote wire is like 14 gauge, which is fine. I mean, it's plenty enough. I'm also putting a backup camera in here as well. So you'll get to see me do that. This is the wire that comes from under the hood. This is like the ACC wire. So if you need to learn more about that, because these GM vehicles don't have that ACC wire. Whenever you take it off of this plug right here, there's not an ACC wire anywhere on here. You can kind of look at my playlist and find out hooking up the radio. Looking at the vehicle itself, getting everything cleaned out in here. As you know, these pieces will be coming out, and then I'll be running the camera. I'll also have a video on it. The box is going to be back here right now to be some speakers. Yeah, man. So yeah, stay tuned, keep up with Papa, and you'll see what I got going on. So my wires is going to run, my RCAs is going to run under the middle console all the way to the back, under the carpet, and then I'm gonna double layer them with Tessa tape to make sure that the signal is really clean and uninterrupted. So let's go ahead and get these seats out. There's a bolt here, bolt there, 2 bolts in the back. Make sure your battery's plugged up, because you got to move the seat up to get the ones in the back. So let's go ahead and get this seat out and go from there. So now that we got the front seat out, it's time to move that big old heavy back seat. And then right there's the bench, so it's definitely heavier than the other one over there. So go ahead and get started on it and removing that sucker. Yeah. So now we got the rear seat out. And now let's move to the other side and get these two seats out, and then We have a clean slate so far. And then we'll get this middle console removed. So let's get those other two seats out same way. Now all the seats are out. And I found that up under the rear passenger seat right there, which, if I had my guess, that is for the OnStar. So that's what I think that is. There's no reason for me to snip it all out. It just clamps up under the seat just in case it controls something else. You never know. I'll go ahead and keep that in because my rear seats will be going back in here. So yeah, now let's get that center console out and look at what it looks like then. All right, so if you're looking now, the middle console is out. We still got wire under the truck, so we'll show that. If you look, all of the panels are out in the back. And I did take this panel out. I thought about doing something with it, but I'm not sure yet. All the RCAs is pulled out. Everything's pulled out, RCA wise. Everything's cleaned up. It's vacuumed. As you can see, we're real serious about this thing. Took out the rear panels, cleaned up over there. Dumped my power wires out there under the bottom. So you'll see that again in another video. Took all the panels out from right there. Y'all heard those sirens and Bear up there. Surprised he don't howl. Dogs used to howl back in the day. He doesn't. It's interesting. Anyways, back to the video. So everything is out. Even took the seat belts out. If y'all looking at the video and y'all know some of them big bass heads that's got the walls and all that stuff, I'm just curious, you know, if they remove the seat belts or they leave them in. I don't know. Nobody ever discussed that, but I removed mine even though I'm not having a wall, but nobody sits in my back seat. So, yeah, man. So the next video, we're gonna start removing all of the wires, the power wires and everything up under the vehicle and that ran through the back. And then we're gonna start running new wire. So this is what it looks like. But anyways, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Achoo, mate. That's it. Peace out.